Good day, folks. Today I'm going to be reviewing the game Dice Manor. Now in Dice Manor, you are going to be bidding with dice on different parts of a house to try to create a manor, such as a living room and a TV room and things like that. And you're going to be running tours through this manor. On top of that, you're also going to be trying to place dice and get extra dice to use in your bidding process. So let's check it out. Object of this game is you're going to be trying to score the most amount of prestige points by the end of 5 rounds over here. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be bidding on these different tiles here, and these tiles are going to represent your manor. So for example, this is kind of a living room tile over here, and then you've got some bigger tiles like this, and this is the hallway. Now there are a whole bunch of different tiles of each of these types here that you're going to be replacing throughout the game, just to show you. So the way it's going to work is everybody is going to be receiving some dice. You're going to be rolling the dice and bidding on these different rooms. These right here are what I call the blueprints. And then right here, this is the advertising track. Now the advertising track is going to allow you to try to get some extra dice that you can roll, and I'll show you how that works here in just a little bit. The way it's going to work is you're going to go ahead and roll all your dice, and then you're going to separate all the dice out, and you're going to pick one number and then allocate that particular number dice to the different spaces. The 6s, for example, you're going to be able to allocate over here. So if I want to allocate all the 6s over there, I could do that, and you'll pick one number and then everybody will go ahead and roll again. Now I can split this up if I would like to. I could put like 2 6s there, and then I could put a 6 over here, for example. Now the way the advertising track works is as follows. There's going to be 3 different places you're going to be able to place your dice. If you win the first one here, what you're going to do is you're going to, in this case, move the house token 2, and then you're going to go ahead and collect the prestige points for both. So that's going to be 6 points. They're also going to move the die, the specific amount of dice that you bid. So if I ended up bidding 2 dice, for example, and I ended up winning, this die would go ahead and move 2. Now once both of these converge and meet, I'll be able to go ahead and claim this die, and then I'll be able to try to go ahead and get this die. The second one over here, if you win this is going to allow the house to move 1, and then you'll move the amount of dice that you bid. So if I bid 1 die, I would do that. Third one over here is going to allow you to pick up an initiative token, and you're going to start with a couple of these, and the initiative token is going to allow you to change the value of one of the die up 1 or down 1. So I could change a 5 into a 4 or into a 6. Now if 2 players end up bidding on the same blueprint, for example, say we had blue over here, do that. Anytime another player's bid overrides another one, I'm going to go ahead and put these 6s down and then put these up just to signify that this is the highest bid. Now if at the end you end up with something like this where a player ties, the first person that ended up getting the maximum amount of dice up there first is going to go ahead and win the tile. Okay, so let's say I bid that, and let's say my opponent rolls and he decides he's going to go ahead and put 3 1s over here. Now the way it works with this is it's going to be with the amount of dice. So if I end up rolling and I have 2 6s, I'm going to have to place it below the highest amount of dice, so I would do something like that. Or if I tied, I would do that. Now if I ended up with something like this where I had 4 6s, I would go ahead and move the 6s over to this spot and then move the other one down. So I've got the 3 1s over here. Let's just say I put the 3 1s here, and then everybody's going to go ahead and roll again. I'll put a 5 here. Let's say player 2 decides to put 2 5s here, and we're just going to keep rolling until we end up using all of the dice. Let's say I put a 6 here, and my opponent plays a 4 over here, and that leaves me with 1 die left to roll, and that's a 3, and I'll go ahead and place it there. So that's essentially the way it's going to work. So the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and collect everything. Since orange one was first, he'll get this, and then we'll go ahead and get the dice back. Orange will get this. Orange will also get this. And then green will go ahead and get this. Now we'll go ahead and allocate the advertising. The blue player ended up winning the first one, so what's going to happen is he's going to go ahead and move his house twice over, and then he'll go ahead and move this dice, the amount of dice that he bid, so he will go ahead and move it too. So he was going to go ahead and score 6 points on the prestige, so I'll go ahead and put that there since he got the 3 and the 3. Orange here got this, so he'll get 3 points here, and since he bid 1 die, he'll move that there, so he'll get 3 points for that. And then the blue player will go ahead and get one of these initiative tokens, and he will also move the amount he bid, which was 1, so he will go ahead and get 7 points. So then everybody will go ahead and collect all of their dice. And then afterwards, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and build our manor. So you're going to start with a start piece over here, and you're going to place it, and then you're going to go ahead and place your tiles. You're going to be placing your tiles by door. So you're going to be having to try to connect two doors together in order for it to work. You can't have anything like this where a door meets a wall. So let's say I start here and I'll place this tile over here. Let's say I decide I'm going to place this tile here, and then I'm going to go ahead and place this tile over here like so. Now, on subsequent rounds, whenever I am rolling the dice, I'm going to be able to start placing dice over here to do what are called tours. So once you do the rolling, you'll go ahead and place dice, and you'll go ahead and start here. So let's say I decide I was going to pick the 4s. I'll put a 4 here. That's a wild. I'll put another 4 over here. I won't be able to skip tiles. I'm going to have to just continue on path. So let's say I roll again. I use this initiative token over here, and I decide to flip this over to a 6, and then let's just say I reallocate the dice on another spot. So the way scoring is going to work here is I'm going to look and see how many dice that I have used, and I've used 4, so that's going to give me a bonus 4 points right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this little chart over here to see how many bonus points that I get for the number of dice that I have. So right now I have 4 dice, so that is going to grant me 9 points. If I had 1 die in there, I would get an initiative token, 2 dice, I'd get 2 points, etc. Now if I go with 5+ dice, that basically means that for every die that I have in there is going to be worth 2 points. Once you get to the last round, you're going to do what is called the grand opening tour, and you're going to take these dice and you're going to allocate them strictly into the manor that you have built. So let's go ahead and get started. You'll do like you usually do, and you'll pick a number and you'll allocate all those dice. So let's say I pick the 5. I'll put a 5 here and a 5 here, and I'm immediately going to get the manor bonus for those 2 dice. So I will get 2 points for that. So then I'm going to go ahead and roll again. I got a 6, so I'll place the 6 here. I'll get the manor bonus again, this time for 3 dice, and then I'll roll again. Now if I end up rolling a number and I'm not able to allocate it anywhere, and I needed a 2 or a 6 and I don't have it, and I don't have an initiative token, I'm going to go ahead and pick a number, and then I'm going to place it over here in the unhappy guess. Simply what this means is this dice is going to be out of play. Now what's going to happen is for every die that I have in there, I'm going to get 3 points. I have 5 dice, so I will score 15 points. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and go to end game scoring. Now there's 3 different things that you're going to be looking for. First is manor diversity, and this is going to be the unique room types. And let's see what many room types I've got. I got 1, I got 2, 5. So I got 5 different ones. So that is going to give me 9 points. Now you also have the largest manor. Whoever has the largest is going to get 12 points, and second place will get 6. You'll also receive 1 prestige point for every 2 initiative token that you have. Last is going to be color majority. You're going to do this for all the different colors. So I've got 3 yellow, for example. If I had the most, I would get 12 points. Or I'll do it the same with the blue, the same with the red, the same with the green. If you had a purple tile, let's say I had one of these, this counts as a magic room, and you can basically use this to count as any color that you want. So anyway, that's how you'll be scoring on here, and tally all that up, and whoever has the most amount of points at the end is going to win the game. Dice Manor is a game that involves dice chucking. It also involves having to strategically place these dice to get different parts of the rooms that you need, and then also trying to allocate dice so you can get extra dice as well. Now, the interesting thing about this game is it does kind of resemble a puzzle a little bit, because a lot of these pieces are not going to have doors in certain places. So when you're looking at your manor that you're trying to build, you have to kind of take that into consideration, because there have been times when I've gotten a piece that did not have a door in the position I thought it would be in, so I had to place it in a different part of the house. Also, when you're building your manor, you can actually have it split, so you may be having some dice going this way and then dice going this way. And so what you'll have to do in that case is you're going to have to count both of those as opposed to combining them. So it really just kind of depends. But anyway, I do enjoy this game. It's very simple to learn. I like allocating all these different dice with the 1 numbers, and it's an interesting dynamic when you're having to figure out where you want to get your rooms, how many dice you want to bid, if you want to try to outbid somebody to get a certain room, building your manor, running tours through it, and then of course when you're doing the grand opening, you can score a lot of points on there. But then after that, you also have the final scoring, where you're getting points for the biggest manor, the most amount of colors, etc. So this game does give you a lot of options as far as trying to score points, and it's a fun game. It's kind of like has a little bit of pressure luck, it has a little bit of a luck factor, it has a little bit of a puzzle building factor, and it gives you a lot of different options as to what you can do. So if you're kind of into games that have a little bit of a puzzle element to it, have some dice chucking in it, have some decisions that you need to make, and it's based on building a manor, I think you might like it. All right, guys, that's my review of Dice Manor. We'll see you. Keep on gaming.